welcome back to my channel. This is Andrea, and this is Nightmare on Panning Street. Update 1. Yeah, this started back in October. Nobody should be surprised. This is the way my channel is. So yes, this is the first update for me for Nightmare on Panning Street. This is a Fantastic Ladies group collab that was created by Ceylan and Valerie. And I will have all that information linked down below. It started on Halloween of 2022, and yet this is my first update. So I'm going to go through things as quickly as I can, but I make no promises because I always talk way more than I think I should, and I'm doing it right now. We're off to a great start. As you can see, this is round 2 of Nightmare on Panning Street, a project all about horror movies. And horror movies are my absolute favorite things to watch. I love scary stuff, so I'm really, really happy they brought this back, and they expanded it to 69 prompts from 40, and they took a lot of submissions from the panning community, so there's lots of new prompts. And they've even reworked some of the old prompts. So you can start with 6 or 13. I started with 13. I'm rolling several out, which I better be after like 4 months. But because it's been so long since I updated, I went ahead and I rolled 13 new numbers. So I'm bringing in 13 new products because I don't know why I do the things that I do, but I felt like it. So because I have, 28, 30. I have 30 things to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first product I'm working on is for Bride of Chucky, a makeup product you could use or have used for bridal makeup, and this was submitted by Jen from Project Beauty. I picked my Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. I don't know if my sister did my makeup for my wedding. I don't know if she used this, but I would be comfortable using this for wedding makeup. So my goal is to finish. I've got 42 uses on it. I feel like I've been going light-handed with this. Or maybe, I don't know what it is, because usually I get about maybe around 60, 70 uses, but this still only feels like it's about a little less than half full. That's what it sounds like. So this will be in for a while. But I love it. It's my favorite setting spray. Next, for Children of the Corn, a food-related item, I had this DW Home Cinnamon, Apple, and Oats candle in. I burned it I finished this way back in November. So yeah, this prompt is finished. Next, I was working on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, a duo or double-ended product. I brought in my Ulta Beauty Dual Lip Liner. My goal is to finish this. I'm not counting like which side I use. I'm just counting if I use it. So there is the mauve side and the nude pink side, and I've used the nude pink side more, which I don't know, I just have. So this is my tracker for it. So this light purple, you can see how much I've used of both sides. So I have used the nude pink side more, and that's after 21 uses, if I didn't say that already. I still have a ways to go, but I'm making good progress on it. That one it's a long-term item because I just don't really go through lip liner very fast. Like before last year, I never even used lip liner, so it's not an everyday thing for me. But it's getting used. Next, for Frankenstein, a Franken product, I have what I call my Franken Shadow. This is, I think it's either 3 or 4. I think it's 3 different Love Luxe Beauty shades that I got a palette. All of the shimmers arrived broken, so this might even be more like 5. And I salvaged as much as I could and frankened it into this Becca compact. It's hard to tell. I kind of covered it up. I do have pan in it from the Panner's pan, but oh my god, this thing will last forever. But I only wanted to use it 13 times, and I have it on my eyes today. It's on my lid, and that's my 3rd use in 4 months. So I'm doing great with this one. Next, for I Know What You Did Last Summer, something purchased in a past summer, I have one of these ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lips. This is in the shade Oh Hi There. Every every time I say the name of this, I wanna I wanna say it like from the room. Oh, hi there. That's neither here nor there. It makes me giggle every time I say it. My goal for this is 13 uses, and I've got 5. And I should say, when I brought it in, in the intro, I wasn't sure. I remember when I got it not liking it. I don't know if it's just because it's old, but I like it a lot more now. And maybe it's just because I'm more comfortable wearing colors like this, but I actually really like it. It's just, I do try to coordinate my lips with my eyes, and I just haven't been wearing a lot of stuff that this goes with lately, so that's why it hasn't gotten as much use. One of the reasons why it hasn't gotten as much use. But still got 8 uses to go. We'll get there eventually. Next, for Night of the Living Dead, an item that helps wake up your skin in the morning, I had my Andalou Naturals Clementine Plus C Illuminating Toner. I love this stuff. I have this in projects all the time, and everybody was probably really bored of seeing it because it's a freaking toner, but I really love it, and it's something that I know I can get through. So I had a goal to finish. I obviously did. It took me 93 uses. I think I have the one that I'm using, and I don't even know if I have another backup because I'm sending one to Lisa. So I need to get more. I found, I love this, and I will buy it full price at Ulta or if Andalou Naturals has a sale. But I found these at the TJ Maxx that's by my parents, and I stocked up on 8 bottles because they were $4 or something, and they were originally normally 15. So yeah, I'd rather pay 4 than 15, but I will pay 15 if I have to because I really, really like this toner. But that's empty. We're back to throwing stuff on the floor. Next, for Paranormal Activity, an item that never seems to disappear. I mean, pretty much everything in my collection, let's be honest. But I have this ColourPop blush sticks. This is in the shade Mini Me. It's kind of a cool toned dusty pink. I am wearing a powder blush on top, but I am wearing this today. It's nice. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just I have better, I have cream blushes that blend out better. Maybe it's just because this is older. Who knows? But I'm not decluttering it or anything. It's just not my favorite. But I've got 7 out of 13 uses on it, so 6 more to go with that one. Then for signs, an item with circular packaging or pan. This, again, is credit to Jen at Project Beauty. I found this Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer at TJ Maxx. And I thought, that's a circular compact, obviously a circular pan. So I brought this in for 13 uses, and I've got 4. I'm wearing it today. It's really pretty, especially, I just swirl both shades together, and I think it turns out really nicely. So I like it. I just haven't used it very much because, like everything else, I've got way too many bronzers going on in projects. I've got way too much of everything going on in projects, so it is what it is. Then the Blair Witch Project, an item that you'd wear on a makeup, no makeup day. I would do mascara because mascara just makes everything look better. Although it's 9 o'clock at night and mine is starting to look a little funky down here. Maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know. Anyway, I had this little mini Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara in to finish. I used it 47 times and it is an empty. So this prompt is done. This was, you can't get it anymore, obviously, because Marc Jacobs is no longer in business, or Marc Jacobs Beauty anyway. It was fine if I layered it on top of another mascara, but I couldn't put it on my lower lashes because it just smudged and ran. And I couldn't wear it alone because it was just too liquidy and, again, would smudge and run everywhere. When I wore it on top of another mascara, it seemed to do okay, but if they were still around, I would definitely not be picking up a full size of this, let me tell you. So this one is done as well. Then for The Evil Dead, a tree or forest themed item. That is a prompt that I came up with, and if you know, you know. This is the ColourPop and Raw Beauty Christie at Forest Sight palette. I had 2 goals for this. I did not hit either of them. Just spoiler. No pan left behind. I've used 3 shades. The 3 shades I've used are This is Chanterelle. I've used Chanterelle, and then today I have Old Growth and Amanita on as part of my look. My other goal is to hit Pan and Amanita, because I don't know if you can see how deep that dip is. I had this in Pan Those Eyeshadows like 2 years ago. And then I had it in, I think this is Fantasy. I had it in another project last year. Both times with a goal to hit Pan, and neither time that happened. So, I mean, it's a pretty big dip. It shouldn't theoretically take me very long, and yet I've used it twice in 4 months. So obviously I have some more work to do on that one. Next, for the Invisible Man, something that erases, I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. This is like a teeny itty bitty baby. I do not like these types of primers. I still got 13 uses out of this tiny little thing. But I just don't, I like to be glowy. I don't like to be mattified. And I don't like these like very kind of silicone-y feeling primers, so I mean, I used it because I got it as a sample, but I would not buy something like this. So, yeah, this is done. Next, for The Shining Twins, an item for which you have a backup, I have this Too Faced Melted Matte Gingerbread Man liquid lipstick. This is a mini that I got in a holiday set, I want to say last year. And then one of the times I was at TJ Maxx, I found a full size of this, and I really love this color, so I picked the full size up. So I want to get use on the mini because I've had it longer, even though probably the full size one at TJ Maxx was older. But I have a 13 use goal on this, and I've used it 7 times. I really love this lipstick. I love this color. And I mean, you know, Too Faced likes to scent their products, and it is delightful. It is delightful smelling. I mean, that's all there is to it. It smells really good. So I still have 6 uses to go on this. We'll see what I can make happen. Then the last, but not quite the last, product is for us, an item that is a dupe. And I have my Tree Hut Tropic Glow Firming Sugar Scrub because this is supposed to be a dupe for the Boom Boom Cream scent from Sol de Janeiro. It's not, in my opinion. Like, it smells good, but it does not. It is not a very good dupe for the Boom Boom Cream or the Boom Boom scent, or what do they call it? Like Chirosa 63 or something. I don't know. Whatever that scent is, it's not a dupe. But it still smells good. I got 9 uses on this. It's weird. I smell more like cottony notes in it. I mean, this has been empty for quite a while, but I love cotton, or I love the smell of cotton scents. I have never actually smelled a cotton plant in my life, so I can't really say I love the smell of cotton, but I like cotton scents. How about that? So that is done. I just throw my shit on the floor. Now, at the end of the last round, I had 4 items that I was still working on. I carried them over into this round, and I've hit my goal on 2 of them, and I'm still working on the other 2. So first, for Get Out, an item you want out of your collection, I have a Maybelline foundation that I mixed with my Revolution liquid highlighter, and I put it in here. I've got 11 uses on it since the beginning of this project. I've had 66 uses on the foundation in the last round, and I'm really close. I'm so close, but I kind of am burnt out on the things that I was so close to finishing last year that I didn't quite finish. Like, even if they're not still in projects, like my Becca Champagne Pop isn't in a project anymore, but it's still in my makeup rotation, like in my area where I keep my project panning items. So I'll use it when I use it. I just can't. I just can't do it every day. I just want to use other stuff and like event and like every once in a while use stuff like that. The other thing, okay, the next thing is for the movie Alien, a one-of-a-kind item in your collection. I had this Freeman French pink clay peel-off mask. It was the only peel-off mask I had in my collection because I hate them. I finished it after 19 total uses. I think it was just because I left it on too long the last time. Because I didn't have an issue any other time I used it, but the last time that I did use it, it gave me like really bad breakouts, like right here. I don't know, but it's gone, and I don't have any more peel off masks in my collection, and I hope I never have one again. Then for I Know What You Did Last Summer, an item you purchased in a previous summer, I have this NYX Chill Blue eyeliner. My goal was 13 times. I finally hit the 13 use mark on this one. And then the last for Pet Cemetery, which I have to... I'm not going to look through my list right now. I believe it was like a graveyard item or a resurrection item or a graveyard item as a nod to Emily and Max. I have this NYX Glam Lip Gloss Aqua Lux. I mean, this is really old. Really old. So this is a graveyard? I don't know. I don't do graveyard project pans, so I don't remember which is which, but it's a really old item and I want to finish it. And since I brought it in to this project, or since I rolled it over into this round, I've used it 3 times for a total of 8. So doing awesome on this one. Yeah. There's really not a lot left. I'm like, I can see windowing. I'm down here. It's really glittery. That's why I don't wear it too much. So the 2 that I finished, I mean, not that it matters because I'm rolling 13 in any way, but the 4 carryover items, they don't count towards like rolling new things in. It's just, I want to finish them. So now that we've done that, let's go over the 13 items that I'm bringing in. First, for A Nightmare on Elm Street, something you have to cut into to finish or use. And I normally don't cut into products, but I have this Ceylan Seed to Skin Scrub that I had in Child of the 80s, and I didn't hit my goal on it, but I also didn't want to put it back under my sink because I was so close to finishing it. Normally I would not cut into things, but this thing is expensive. It's like, I haven't looked, but if I remember correctly, it's like $32, $34. And honestly, I'm not getting a lot of uses out of it. And it's super hard. I don't know what it is, if it's the packaging, the product. It's just really hard to squeeze out. And because it's so expensive, I'm going to cut it open and I'm going to finish it because I don't want to waste any bit of that, like $34 or whatever. Like, it's okay. I definitely would not repurchase it, if only for the packaging alone. Like, I don't know if they've updated it or anything, but if they have it in this packaging, I would skip. It's not worth it. It's such a hassle. So that isn't to finish. Next, for American Psycho, a skincare product. This is going to go in my shower. Not that you care, but this is the Pacifica Kale Detox Deep Cleaning Face Wash. This is just a 40 ml. This is a mini, like, deluxe mini. I don't know. It's not a full size, is what I'm trying to say. I have never used it before, but I generally like the Pacifica face washes, so this is in to finish as well. Then for Amityville Horror, a purchase that haunts you. I mean, I won't say nothing haunts me more, but definitely one of the products that haunts me are all my ColourPop Super Shocks, because they're just, you know. So I've decided I'm going to bring this one in Telepathy in, and my goal is, I mean, it's already, I don't know, when I got it, it was damaged, so my goal on this one is either 13 uses or pan. I'm sure I'll hit 13 uses before I hit pan, but it's just a really pretty, like, greeny gold shade. So that is what I'm bringing in for that, because I need to get more use on my ColourPop Super Shocks before they all go bad, because quite a few of them have gone bad on me before I really got to use them much, and I'm just mad that I wasted my money on all this stuff that I'm hardly ever going to use. So that's what I'm bringing in for that. Then for Child's Play, something that has childlike packaging or theme. I thought about bringing this into finish, but I stopped myself because I'm working on a lot of lip products. And this is not even the only lip product I'm rolling in. So I just went with my standard 13 uses, but this was something that was also in my Child of the 80s project that I didn't meet my goal on. This is the Beauty Bakery, what do they call it? The mini cake pop lippy, I think is what they call it. This is in apple acai. And I mean, my goal in Child of the 80s was to finish it. I got pretty close, but still, I think it's going to take more than 13 uses to finish this. And because I'm working on so many things, I didn't want to, do that to myself. So I'm bringing it in for 13 uses. If I happen to finish it before the 13 uses are up, like, I will be super happy with that, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'll give you a little swatch. It's a very beautiful red. It does pull a little more pink on me, but like all reds do, so I don't know. Then for Dracula, a product that sucks the life out of you, I have this Nourish Mantra Ratrani Moroccan Lava Clay Cleanser. This is like half empty. And it's not my favorite. And I brought it in because it's clay, and like clay usually dries your skin out. So I'm bringing this in to finish this. I'm not going to use this every night, but this will be my like at the sink cleanser as opposed to that Pacifica one. Well, actually, maybe I should switch though. I mean, it doesn't matter for your purposes. I'm going to use them anyway, but maybe I should use this one in the shower and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this one in the shower and I'm going to use this one at the sink because that just makes more sense to me. Anyway, that is what I'm bringing in for that to finish. Next is Event Horizon, a product that is magnetic or has magnetic packaging. Again, that is something that I came up with. Event Horizon is a very good movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest it. And I brought in my Julep Hydrating Lip Sheer in the shade Plumeria, which I don't even know if I've ever used, but I brought it in because it's magnetic. So this is the shade, and I feel like I need more. Oh, well, this is a balm, so it's sheer, but I need more shades like this. Like this would have gone really nicely with my eye look today. And I just don't have a lot of shades like this in rotation right now that would go more with like a warmer pinky purple look. So 13 uses on that. Then for it, something that reminds you of a clown. I did have a little bit of trouble with this one, but what I ultimately went with was like what reminds me of a clown is like very bright, bold makeup, whether it be like the really bright red lips or you have the white face and then like the really bright cheeks. So I decided to bring in this Sephora Clean Velvet Cream Blush Palette because it has some nice bright colors in here, like these two. This is pretty dark. Like my goal is to use each one of these twice. Let's see. Ooh, they feel really nice. I got this again at TJ Maxx and I didn't even swatch it. So that's what they look like. Let's see. So maybe not quite as like bright as some of my other blushes, but I'm gonna go with it. That's what I'm bringing in, and 2 uses each, so like 8 uses total on this palette for this prompt. Next, for the Blob, a putty or cream product. This is credit to Mitch Goodday, and I brought in my e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer just for 13 uses. I'm already working on the regular putty primer in Throwback 30, and I'm up to my eyeballs in primer. I'm not trying to finish anymore right now, but I don't know. I've used it a couple times. I don't remember it really being that luminous. I mean, I guess you can kind of see it all over my super dry hands. I don't know what it is about e.l.f., but I feel like a lot of their luminous products are just like straight up yellow gold. It's not really a flattering color for a lot of people, but at least it's a primer and it's covered up. But 13 uses on this. Then for The Changeling, also a really good movie if you haven't seen it, by the way. And I believe there's a movie by Angelina Jolie that's also called The Changeling. That is not this movie. This movie is like in the 80s. It's got George C. Scott. It's good. You should watch it. Something that bounces from project to project. And I am bringing in something probably everybody is sick of seeing. I know I'm kind of sick of using it, but this is my Oma Beauty Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Duo Stick in Fair Lady. I've completed as much as I'm going to the highlighter side, and I still have like half of the bronzer side as I roll and roll. So that's what this looks like. I'm just bringing this in for 13 uses. I'm not trying to finish this. That would be madness and would probably take me 2 years, but there it is. It's okay. It's just like it doesn't look super warm right there, but then when you start blending it out, it just turns warmer than I would like. So it's not my favorite, but I'm gonna finish it. Gosh darn it. I mean, not in this project, just sometime during my lifetime, hopefully. Then for the mist, a spray. In my last It's Panning Cats and Dogs update, I finished my Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist, and I really liked it, and I had a backup, and now I'm just going to pan it for this. So my goal is going to be to finish this. I've used it maybe for like 2 weeks so far, maybe not even that. I haven't used it very much yet. It's not brand new, but it's pretty close. So my goal will be to finish this. This will take a couple months, but I use it daily, so it will get done. Then for the Omen 666, use 6 pans in a palette 6 times. So I decided I was going to bring in my Colored Rain Botanical palette because when did these come? These came out last spring or something. There were 2. I bought both of them. I've not used either one. I've never even swatched it. So I'm going to use this 6 times, and I'm going to swatch it for the first time right now. Because who doesn't love a good swatch? That's a very pretty shade. Ooh, those two would look really pretty together. Actually, this one, well, it's got more brown in it, but that's very close to Amanita that I'm currently panning in the At Foresight palette. So that's the top row. And then there is the bottom row. This last one is going to be hard to see because it's just a cream shade, but there's the palette. Like, for kind of a springy based palette, it's very fall looking, but it's very pretty, and I've never used it, so I'm going to use each pan 6 times. Let's see, 1 more, people. We're almost done. Then for Triangle, a never-ending product, and this is credit to Leah Embo. Oh, I know. Okay, I missed one. I'm going to have to go back because I missed one. I don't know which one, but I know I missed one because I have an extra product here. Then I decided, I mean, again, almost all of my products are never-ending products, but like cheek products especially. So I have this, the new Rare Beauty highlighter. I have it in the shade Memorize. I have it in the shade Mesmerize. I've only used it once. So here's what it looks like. It's so beautiful. Let me see. There's a good spot to put it. I'll put it on the sand. It's so silky feeling. And I had this shade in a sample, like mini of the liquid highlighter, and I really liked it. So when I saw that this came out, this is the shade I wanted to get, but it's right down here. It's really pretty. Bringing it in for 13 uses. So now let me go find the one that I missed somehow. So the one that I missed was Misery, a product you're a big fan of. And I don't want it to sound like I'm not a fan of this product, but I also haven't used everything in this product. I'm a huge fan of the brand, and I've loved everything that they've come out with, so I'm sure I would love this once I use all the shades. And that is my Glaminatrix Nocturnal palette, which is shameful because Lisa gifted this to me for Christmas or my birthday, I can't remember. And I have not even used all the shades yet. So we're going to change that and bring this in for No Pan Left Behind. And hopefully, let's see if we can get like the mirror shot where you can see some of the shifts. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a professional, people, and I never said I was. But I'm bringing this in for No Pan Left Behind, and let's just swatch like the special shades because the mattes, I like her mattes. Her mattes kind of don't swatch the best sometimes, but these special shades or the shimmers, like, look at this. So let's see, this is Milky Way, this is Night Vision. Ooh, look at that. This is Luna. That's a little more sheer than I was expecting. I don't know if that's more of a topper shade or I just need to build it up a little bit. Build it up, but it does look a little more sheer as compared to this one. So this might be more of a, just like a darker topper, but that's fine. And then the other two, oops, these are just, her shimmer, like metallic formula is just, it's so good. Then this is Dusk. It's like a green and magenta. And then this is Constellation, which is more of like a gold base, but it has that kind of reddy pink flip to it. So those are just the special shades. But yeah, I'm really excited because like I said, I haven't used all of these shades yet. So okay, that is all 30 products. Hopefully I will actually start updating this project regularly again, but as I think I said in a previous video, it just, like, every single month, I'm doing good with my updates. Like, the last week and a half, everything goes to hell because for whatever reason, I get sick, I get slammed with work, I just don't have time to film anything, and all of my end of the month projects are just kind of getting pushed out further and further and further until I'm like, it doesn't even make sense to update. I'll just wait till next month. And then it happens all over again. So I can't promise I will update next month. I hope I will like have more than, 3 updates for this project this year, but we'll see. So that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.